and I'm suffering a violent nosebleed. Uh, you've got this towel and try to sop it up with rags and paper towels, and I'm still dripping, as you see. 6 hours after my visit to the emergency room for treatment of a pronounced profuse and nosebleed that would not quit, which I lost, a fair amount of blood, a cup or so anyway. I have now returned to the hunt, and we are in our blind again, and I have scattered corn out in front of the blind, and it is perhaps now and between now and 3 o'clock the deer are supposed to come to feed. Since I've been home about an hour, I haven't heard any shots. And so I think I am in good time. So we can cut off our hospital band here. And now we can resume the hunt. We have relocated to another blind, which, from evidence I see around me, was maybe not my best choice, but it's where I am and where I'm going to stay for the evening. This is an old logging yard, and it has been planted over the years and used as a food plot. And I'm in a built-up blind, as you can see. This resembles a huge tree stump. And there's a road coming from 4 different directions coming into this blind, the old logging roads, and deer use them. Well, it seems that just a few days ago, the land manager shot deer here. And so I don't know what's going to show this evening. But we're going to sit and see what we can do. Once you have a plan, good, bad, or indifferent, it generally pays to stick with it and try it. And if it works, fine. If it doesn't work, well, then you know not to do that particular thing again. But we're complicated because they're tearing down a trailer immediately adjacent to the upper part of the farm. And over to my right, they are cutting timber on another tract of land. All this should move deer and perhaps into unusual places and perhaps places that they're not familiar with. So we could have a deer wander through. And that's the odds we're going to play. What we've got planted out there, as you can see behind me through the window, turnips mostly, I believe. And deer like those. So we'll see. I have a shot up that road about 100 yards. And then in the other direction, out my front window, we have shots out to about 70 yards or so. And that's where I've usually killed deer here, is out this front window. And we have, as we were hunting with, our Harper's Ferry 1807 pistol, which you've seen, as well as the Right-Now 50 caliber flintlock rifle, both flints. And I'm anxious to see if I can get a beastie with each of them. For those who have not joined us yet, what I'm attempting to do is close range shooting with 2 flintlock guns. One a right in our rifle here, which is now cocked and ready to fire. And as you can see in camo, as well as a Harper's Ferry pistol here, which is a magnificent gun. And I need to get a deer, 25, 30 yards with this. So hence I've scattered corn out in the food plot in hopes that one will feed and I'll be able to get a shot while he is otherwise unaware, or she. Right now, I'm after getting a reasonable deer with this gun. Now, what's reasonable at this stage of the game is a yearling doe. Or, if a nice buck comes by, I'll certainly take it. There is a big deer here. We also have a huge hog. But they are sometimes seen and come and go at odd times and in odd places. They may pass this way this day. One never can tell. So we sit and we wait, and patiently we resume our hunt. This may be about the last time that work will permit me to get out this month, at least for a while. So we're going to see what we can do. Now that is one way the deer may come. They may also come from my extreme left, or my extreme right, or from behind, or somewhere toward the middle of that road. And so we're just going to have to be very careful about ranges to make sure we're within the capabilities of the gun. So I will range find now, so I know the area that I can safely shoot and get killing shots. Well, as sometimes happens in our haste to get away, we forgot our face mask. So we made us one. Always carry some extra rags, and so we've got some clothesline cord here and extra rags, and we now have us a very effective face mask. Still no shots yet, and it is 12:30. They should start popping, about an hour. Well, it's 3 o'clock, and I have not heard any of my contemporaries fire a single shot. So it doesn't look like Beastie's got the word. This is a Saturday, so there are plenty of other hunters in the woods. They aren't seeing anything either. Well, after all I went through today, I am pretty well bushed. So I'm going to pull out of this blind and see where else we can set up afresh tomorrow perhaps, and give it another try. But, well, it was interesting at any rate. During the entire sit, I only heard one distant turkey, and it did not come in. Well, I'm afraid that just the previous shooting in this blind has just spooked everything away from it. So for now, at any rate, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe. Goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.